Question of divorce in the lights of, I've been getting a lot of messages like, hold your head up high, go out and show yourself dancing or partying and how happy you are, and that's great from seeming that I'm unbothered, or that somehow there is a winner or a loser. Speaking on that subject, I look forward to seeing my daughters on Sunday, so you can decipher that however you like. But the kids are too young for this message, but this message should be out there forever. I can save this video and they can watch it when they're 18. So I could play the social media game and seem like, I'm unbothered, that I have somehow won a great victory, or I have, whatever. But the truth is that I'm sort of disappointed with society a bit, where there's no cultural differences. Marriage is kind of universally thought to be till death do us part in every country and every culture in the world. So that's not a cultural thing. So I'm raising two girls, and eventually I'm going to have some very serious conversations with them about relationships and about marriage. And one day I'm going to have to walk them down the altar. And, and the message that I want them to hear, and this is truly for them more than you guys, and more for a statement of how I want to raise them. When people get divorced, that's nothing to celebrate. That represents a failure, and I hate failing. So if you're celebrating a divorce, personally, I think that it means that it's, how do I put this in words? Everyone loses. When two people get married, it's two people that are supposedly in love, and they want to spend the rest of their life together. So one family and the other come together, and you have a ceremony, and the two families become one. Okay? So, and then eventually that leads to children in most cases. So, that represents a big family unit, which is what I always wanted personally. And when two people separate, it's not just two people getting divorced, then there's kids, then there's two families. So that represents a breakdown in the family structure. So that's not something that actually should be celebrated. Now, I'm not saying you should stay in a toxic marriage where you're unhappy and miserable, but the point is that the reason why divorce is failure is because there's obviously love between two people, and as things start to break down, it's very apparent in society these days that people don't have the communication skills, people don't have the accountability, responsibility that it takes to remain married. Now, obviously this is not the case in all circumstances, but I've seen things on the internet like people doing divorce parties and celebrating being single and everything else. And to me, that's a terrible message to send to my daughters, because I'm trying to raise my daughters in such a way that they have the skills necessary to maintain a marriage. Because marriage is work. It's not something that you go in thinking that, oh, if it doesn't work out, I'll just get divorced because I'll just move on to the next thing in life. And if you have that kind of mentality, it's almost more like a transaction. It's like this person's going to elevate me in one way in life, and then when it no longer works, I'll just divorce them and do it again. It's kind of like